Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday morning, August 4th, 2021. Thank you for joining me, all 6 of you so far that are online. Let me talk about a few items here, and of course I appreciate your questions that you may or may not send me in the chat box. As we are progressing right now here in the city of Monterey and the county of Monterey and in the state of California with respect to COVID, we all keep a close eye also on the latest development with respect to the Delta variant. And I want to share with you that I'm very, very appreciative of the emails that here and there are being sent to us, or the email strings that are being discussed among residents, neighbors, etc. And I appreciate that. We're trying to, like you, figure out what to do next with respect to COVID-19. One thing is pretty clear, that we are as a nation experience a surge of the Delta variant, and also in the state of California, you see definitely that the Delta variant is affecting unvaccinated people in more ways than vaccinated people. And also you hear the CDC issuing guidance or scientific insights into the virus and how much more contagious it potentially is than the original COVID-19 variant, the Alpha variant, so to speak. What you also hear from some folks saying that there's a flip-flopping going on. I would never call it a flip-flopping. What's going on is that overall there's an adjustment in the battle against COVID-19. Things are getting adjusted as we are learning about the variant. We are trying to reach out to the county health department. They have a press briefing at noon today where they will announce the latest insights. We do not understand yet what they will announce and what will not be announced. We see that other counties have reinstituted mask mandates, not here in the Tri-County area yet. San Benito and Santa Cruz and Monterey County, they usually work together, but we see in the Bay Area implementation of stricter mask rules. So I really hope we have some more insights today from those who are actually the ones who are tasked to look out for the public health in the county of Monterey. So we are looking at them for further guidance and for further direction. And last but not least, we are also conferring with neighboring communities to see what they possibly can do or what they are possibly evaluating. I understand from various conversations I have that residents are also concerned about the upcoming events with respect to Car Week. And I fully understand that will be, of course, a large-scale influx of people all across the Monterey Peninsula. Car Week is not a Monterey-specific thing. It is a Monterey Peninsula-specific thing, ranging from events in Carmel Valley, to Pacific Grove, to Pebble Beach, to Monterey, and even Seaside. So it's a big event, and I really hope we will jointly look at that event as well as communities. The Car Week itself will bring a lot of people in town, but the town has been full already for many, many weeks now. And we have to realize that Car Week again is something different, because it brings more people maybe from outside California into town, who fly in through the Monterey airport. And visit here to look at the cars or participate in one way or another in the car auctions. So again, let me assure you that we are looking at all those things, and we're trying to communicate and figuring things out. I can share with you that in the city of Monterey, we have asked for all city public buildings to wear masks inside by our employees, whether you're vaccinated or not. And we are also mandating that the public going into city buildings are wearing a mask. The one exception is still the sports center. Here we are trying to do what Montage Health is recommending doing or doing in their fitness sports center facilities out in Marina and Salinas. And again, we will keep in pace with them what they are doing, just to better understand the right measures. Montage Health, as you know, is a leader here on the peninsula with respect to fighting COVID and working COVID. So we have continued to benchmark our sports center against Montage Health. In the end, if Montage Health does certain things, we want to be directly there at their site and do it the same way when they do it. I just spoke about outdoor mandates, and I hope, again, like I said, we are looking forward to hearing what the county has to say today. And then, of course, that helps us also with some of the measures that we can implement here, including measures like we did a year ago, where we declared certain areas like Canary Row and Wharf Number 1 as mandatory mask-wearing areas, because social distancing was not being able to be maintained in those areas. So that's all what I have with respect to COVID-19. The numbers in the county still look increasing, slightly increasing. Again, after over a year doing that, we all know that these numbers are probably skewed because not everyone is being reported, not everyone is part of the system right now. We got to keep a good close look at that. The latest numbers that the county was publishing were 66 Delta variants in the county, and that's the number that I saw this morning on the county website, which had not been updated this morning. So that's a number from yesterday. And that number, of course, does include currently ill people of the Delta variant and also recovered people of the Delta variant. So I want to reassure you again, we're following all those trends right now. We are looking at all of them, and we will do what is in compliance also with our health officials, who are ultimately the ones who have the capacity to assess and the oversight to draw conclusions from that. The next topic I wanted to talk about is we are, it sounds contradictory, but we have reopened the senior center earlier this week on Monday. We are requiring absolutely mask wearing inside, and I'm very glad that we were able to reopen the senior center, because that was one of those facilities that a lot of people doubted that the city would ever reopen it. But we always told them, no, this is not us closing it, it's COVID, and it's not us who will keep it closed, but we will reopen it when there is an opportunity. And so we have reopened the conference, the senior center on Monday, and there's a great deal of programs again there. And I hope that our senior community will really embrace it again, as they did before it had to be shut down because of COVID. You also learned last week we opened the library. This week we started the bookmobile. The bookmobile will have 2 service routes on Tuesday and Thursday, and they will go into those areas that contain neighbors that not readily can have access to the library or to the information that the bookmobile is offering. And one of those areas that we are really feel we have to provide more services to is in the Montecito area. And last Saturday we were actually holding there an open house at the fire station on De La Vina. The firefighters put on a good show because they got 3 brand new fire engines this year. And we showcased those fire engines, and we wanted to attract with that a lot of parents with their children. And we offered at that time free hot dogs and I think popcorn. We offered face painting and some other entertainment for the kids. The bookmobile was there as well. And last but not least, importantly, we offered all 3 vaccines. And there were a few people that walked up and got the vaccines. And that was, again, as we count this as success. Every shot in the arm is a success for us. Last night at the farmers market, again, we always have fire paramedics there offering vaccines, and we got just a total of 16 people vaccinated. Now, we count that also as a success. And when you look overall at the county, the numbers of vaccinations are slowly climbing. And the vaccination status in the county is over 73%, I believe, right now. And add to that those folks that may have autoimmune bodies based on experience of COVID and not being vaccinated, that number might be slightly higher of people who have some sort of immunity right now. So it is a constant offering it and not being disappointed. We last week offered 3 days of vaccination for MPUSD high school students and their parents when they picked up their packages. It was also similarly slim pickings, but we were offering it, and we got probably 20 to 25 people at that time vaccinated. Again, that these are 20 to 25 people who we wouldn't have reached if we wouldn't been there. This week, we are working on a extra vaccination again for MPUSD staff, personnel, parents. Last night, the superintendent contacted us, or it was actually Monday night, contacted us, asked if we would be willing to do it, and we immediately said yes. And so firefighters are out there. We have right now vaccines on hand that include Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. So we can be very flexible in helping those folks. So I started talking about the bookmobile, started talking about the open house. The other element that I wanted to share with you is Laguna Grande Park. On August 14, and let me look up what day that is. That's a Saturday. On August 14 at 10 o'clock, we will offer a walkthrough with our consultant landscaping, or the park consultant company, Bellinger, Foster, and Steinmetz, to walk the site together with them, with part of our team, and also with neighbors. And we are inviting all neighbors, Laguna Grande, whoever wants to come, please join us for that walkthrough. It will be on Saturday, August 14, starting at 10 o'clock. We will meet on the seaside portion of Laguna Grande Park in the area where they have the barbecue pits. Please stay tuned. There will be more information forthcoming in writing and across our social media channels. August 14, and it's very important that folks that are so engaged there join our team there to share their suggestions and make sure that our team members and our consultants are taking your input and somehow, somewhere are processing that. That doesn't mean that all the input will be returned into actions, but everything needs to be addressed and needs to be also documented and then responded to. And then certain things, of course, are too hard to do. Certain things are probably not legal to do, and we owe respective answers. And our approach always is we want to make it happen. We want to find the largest common denominator to really come up with a great project. So that will be in Laguna Grande Park, and I'm very grateful for the movements in that project that we have now for quite some time, and it keeps progressing pretty well. We will launch this week, Thursday, a brand new website. So that's actually tomorrow already. The Monterey City website was restored about 6-7 years ago with an open source software where it has become very difficult to maintain because certain things have changed on their developer side there. So we are switching to a brand new platform. The bulk of the work is being done in this office by Laurie as well as by Nat. But Laurie is really the main person on that, and of course Eric contributes to that as well. And last but not least, a lot of work has been done also by our departments. What you will see is that when you access the websites immediately, you will not find the search functions immediately. That's just because the algorithms to the new website are not as established yet. So that sounds a little strange, but what I'm telling you with that, it takes about a few days until you find your way around through Google back onto the right website. So don't be frustrated or so. That's totally common. I think 5-6 years ago, actually, Squid had a little story about that because Squid couldn't access the website immediately, and we explained to Squid why this is going on, and sure enough, a few days later, all the search algorithms had been reestablished again through the search engine. So the website has a lot of new features. It is also hopefully cleaned up in some areas, but when you look at our bulk of information that is on the websites, there's always something that could be improved upon, or something that somebody feels is not fresh enough. So as always, share that with us. We are happy to work on that, and there will be bugs like in any big thing, technology thing. So help us also to identify that. Laurie is actually planning to have a pretty nice launch there that will have some games involved. So if people are really curious, they can go online and find certain things on our websites, and then we have some prizes for those who find that. And with that, smartly, it will help establish those algorithms a little bit faster. So having those games out there. So big website launch probably on Thursday, fingers crossed. And then from there will be a couple of weeks until this thing runs as smooth as it should run. So please bear with us. You know what's going on, and my thanks go already out to all of our team members who worked on that, spearheading, of course, Laurie, Nat, and Eric. So thank you guys for that. TED conference last night after the council meeting at 10 o'clock. I drove by the TED conference. They were demobilizing. You saw dozens of people schlepping out all the stuff that they had schlepped in. There were a lot of people working, getting all the furniture out and getting the branding of the TED conference removed from the various elements they had there. The TED conference welcomed about 500 people here, but when you looked at the conference, they had probably also 500 staffers there. It was just amazing to see what kind of organization they put together. Um, Frankly, for the price that they charge their invitees, it's understandable that there has to be a certain service level, shall we say, and you could definitely see this reflected in their organization and how they dealt with that. So interestingly enough, that was happening last night, and what will happen tonight is that RM Sotheby's, the car auction, is starting to move in. And again, let me flip back to what I said in the beginning. I understand absolutely the concerns that are being expressed about Car Week coming, and we'll keep a close watch on all the developments that are out there. But the next event is already rolling in. The town is full, and the town will probably, in all likelihood, remain full, whether there is an event scheduled in the conference center or not. Of course, Car Week is a large-scale event here on the Monterey Peninsula. So last night, Ted is moving out. They finished the move out sometime today, and pretty seamlessly, the stage people are moving into the Sarah Ballroom, building up the stage for the car auction there. And that's all what I have for today. Let me just look at my notes here. Yes, that's all what I wanted to share with you. As always, shoot me an email if you have suggestions. Shoot me an email if you see something that is important, that you feel I need to read, or I might miss that. I always appreciate that, and always make sure that it gets processed also adequately here in the city with our staff if there are things that end up on our desk as tasks. So appreciate all the openness and the communication that we have. Look forward seeing you again in 2 or 3 weeks, and wish you well, and stay safe out there. Have a good day. Bye-bye.